to LaserDisc and Chill. My good friend Thomas, who's under the 16-bit Gym banner on YouTube, he has his own channel, check it out. He had to downsize his collection because he's getting a second child, and he told himself, well, I have to focus on just two things, and he chose toys and games, so his LaserDiscs are out the door. I had the chance to go through his entire collection and pick out some discs I wanted, so let's check them out. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, The Incredible Shrinking Turtles, a full-length feature. I've never seen it before. Of course, as all 90s or well late 80s kids, I'm a big Turtles fan, so quite curious. I've never seen this one for sale, and it doesn't even have its cover art on LDDB.com. So I'd say it's rather rare, or at least a little rare. There's also no copies for sale. So yeah, let's check it out. I'll show some clips while we're talking. A CD video, Dire Straits' Brothers in Arms, the video singles. Now, I'm a big fan of Dire Straits, one of my top 5 favorite bands of all time. This is quite the lovely mini format, but sadly the disc has some rot. I've tried it, I've sampled it. It only shows up during the last chapter, which is the title track Brothers in Arms, which sadly happens to be my favorite song of the album. Luckily, I have the other Dire Straits CD video, which shows no rot, so I still own a pristine, well, not pristine because CD video was never pristine, but I still own an acceptable copy of Brothers in Arms. Rhyme and Reason, the ultimate backstage pass. Notably, it mentions the late Tupac Shakur and the Notorious B.I.G. So this disc came out in that small moment in time where one of them was murdered and the other one was still alive. So a weird time document. I haven't seen this one, but I've never seen it for sale either, and I'm a big old school hip-hop fan. So yeah, can't wait to check it out. It's a documentary on the coast-to-coast rivalry and phenomenon. MC Hammer. This is, I think, my 4th or 5th LaserDisc. I should be close to a complete collection by now. Who can say that? The complete MC Hammer on LaserDisc collection. This actually is a, well, quite a good value. It combines the Japanese-only full-length Please Hammer Don't Hurt 'Em video on the first side, and on the second side there's clips for his biggest hits and also a documentary on the Please Hammer Don't Hurt 'Em full-length feature. Peter Pan 45th anniversary collection. I'd say it's a weird idea to celebrate a 45th anniversary of a movie, but why not? CAV, gorgeous picture quality, and a 4th side full of supplemental material, including the very lovely live action reference, which is the actors, as you can see here for Hook, the actors standing in for the animators and helping them with realistic movements and motion. Great release. This was just $4. And another Disney, Bambi, 55th, another weird anniversary, 55th anniversary edition. Also CAV 4th chapter includes concept art, character designs, and the making of a masterpiece. My favorite comedy of all time, The Naked Gun. The first one is still the best one. This one includes the, hey, it's Enrico Palazzo, and other legendary comedy bits. Yeah, the funniest movie of the year, as stated by Jeffrey Lyons from Sneak Previews, I'd say it's the funniest movie ever. My spouse doesn't agree, so I'd say that's grounds for divorce. Aladdin, King of Thieves, beyond great condition. Look at this, it still shines and blinks. This has never been played, I'd say. Yeah. One of those craptacular straight-to-video Disneys, but at least it does feature the return of the ever-reliable and sorely missed Robin Williams in the role that made him famous to a younger audience. Rescuers Down Under, one of those rare sequels that is, I'd say, better than the original. This is a really rousing adventure in the outback of Australia. I grew up with the Dutch version. Of course, I was 7 years old when this one came out. I saw it in theaters. with the Prince and the Pauper short attached to it. So I always heard the Dutch VHS. I even have the Dutch cassette tape. I should have it somewhere. Jump cut. I grew up with the audio cassette tape because I didn't have the VHS at the time. I only got the English language VHS in 1998. But yeah, this is just one of the best Disneys of all time. It's excellent. It's just gorgeous. The Marahute on the waterfall scene is, well, it still blows my mind. Almost, well, 30 years. This movie is 30 years now. It's great. Great, just great. And the last pickup from Thomas, Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, my favorite Indiana Jones. And as I mentioned in my previous video on Indiana Jones on LaserDisc, I own these are the best ones. These are the letterboxed American NTSC CLV versions. And I only had the Temple of Doom in this version, or in this outing. And so now I still need Raiders of the Lost Ark to complete my American letterboxed Indiana Jones collection. Yeah, just check that gorgeous Drew Struzan cover art. What a master. So those are my pickups for January. Thank you, Thomas, for selling off your collection. Of course, I'm sad to see you leave the LaserDisc scene, but I'm sure you'll be back someday. Just when you thought you were out, we will pull you back in.